Welcome to our deep dive. We're going to be talking about the world of AI in healthcare.
Yeah, fascinating stuff.
It is fascinating. I think you're probably here because you're curious about, how this is all reshaping medicine. And, well, we've got a lot of great insights for you.
We do. We're going to be using an explainer article from 4C Medical,
Oh, okay.
and they specialize in AI-powered healthcare solutions.
So they're really at the forefront of all this.
Yeah, they are.
Okay, so by the end of this deep dive, you will have a solid grasp of what AI in healthcare really means.
That's right.
And you'll know how it's impacting diagnosis and treatment. And we'll even be talking about what this might mean for the future of medicine.
Yeah.
Now, when we talk about AI in healthcare, what exactly are we even talking about?
Well, you can think of it as giving doctors a superpower,
Okay.
the ability to tap into the knowledge and experience of thousands of other doctors instantly.
Oh, wow.
AI analyzes mountains of data, medical records, test results, images, just mountains and mountains of data, and finds patterns and insights that might not be obvious to a human doctor.
So it's kind of like having a superpowered medical detective on your side.
Yeah, exactly.
That's incredible.
It really is.
And I mean, think about the potential this has for emergency situations.
Oh, yeah.
Like an AI that can analyze a patient's vital signs in real time and alert doctors to maybe subtle changes that could, indicate a life-threatening condition. That kind of speed and accuracy, that could be a game changer.
For sure.
That brings up a question I had.
Yeah.
This all sounds pretty futuristic.
It does.
Was this always the vision? I mean, where did this all even begin?
Well, it's been quite a journey.
I bet.
Think back to IBM's Watson.
Okay.
That was a real pioneer
Yeah.
in the field.
Yeah.
Watson was designed to answer questions with incredible accuracy and speed.
Uh-huh.
And back in 2011, they even launched a healthcare-specific version of Watson
Oh, wow.
that focused on understanding and using human language.
Wow. So that was over a decade ago.
Yeah, it was. I remember when that was big news.
Uh-huh.
So what has changed since then?
Well, now you've got other tech giants like Apple and Microsoft and Amazon
wow.
investing heavily in AI for healthcare.
They're really seeing the value in it.
Yeah.
So they see the potential to not only diagnose diseases faster, but also to process data, develop new treatments,
Right.
maybe even prevent diseases in the first place.
Yeah, that's the goal.
Wow. Okay, so we're talking about a whole lot more than just speeding up diagnosis.
Way more.
Can we maybe break down some of the different types of AI that are being used in healthcare?
Yeah.
I've heard a lot about machine learning.
Yes, machine learning is definitely a core part of this.
Okay.
Think of it as training a computer to become a medical expert.
Okay.
It uses algorithms that learn from data.
Uh-huh.
So the more data you feed them, the better they get at recognizing patterns and making predictions.
So if a machine learning algorithm analyzes thousands of scans of, let's say, healthy lungs and thousands of scans of lungs with cancer.
Right. It could then start to spot maybe very early signs of cancer in new patients.
Exactly.
Wow.
And machine learning can be incredibly precise.
Yeah.
Think about precision medicine,
Okay.
tailoring treatments to a patient's unique genetic makeup and other individual factors.
Wow. Okay.
Machine learning is helping make that a reality
Uh-huh.
by sifting through huge amounts of patient information to figure out which treatments are most likely to be effective.
It seems like this could really shift healthcare away from that one-size-fits-all approach.
It really could.
What other types of AI are making a difference in healthcare?
Natural language processing, or NLP, is another important area.
Okay.
And this is the technology that lets computers understand and interpret human language.
So we're talking about all the information that's buried in doctor's notes and medical records.
Yes.
Yeah, those can be pretty dense even for someone with medical training.
Exactly. Doctors spend hours every day writing notes.
Yeah.
And those notes contain a wealth of information. NLP can pull out the key points from those complex texts, leading to more accurate diagnoses and treatments.
Yeah.
It can even help predict potential risks before they even become problems.
It's amazing how technology can unlock information that's right there in front of us.
It is.
And it's worth mentioning,
Yeah.
an older type of AI, even though it's not as prevalent today,
Right.
rule-based expert systems.
Yes.
These were big back in the 80s and 90s.
Yeah, they were.
Rule-based, what does that even mean?
Well, think of it as a massive set of if-then rules.
Okay.
For example,
Hmm.
if a patient has these symptoms, then they likely have this condition.
Okay.
Human experts would define these rules to help guide diagnosis and treatment.
So why aren't these systems used as much now?
Well, they have some limitations.
Okay.
As you add more and more rules, they can start to conflict with each other.
Yeah,
It can become a real challenge to manage thousands of if-then statements.
I bet.
And they're difficult to update as medical knowledge changes.
Yeah, makes sense.
It's a very manual process.
It makes sense that those systems would be a little rigid in a field where knowledge is constantly expanding.
Yeah.
But are they gone completely?
Not entirely, no.
Okay.
A lot of electronic health record systems, or EHRs, still use some rule-based approaches for clinical decision support.
Oh, hey.
They can be helpful for specific tasks,
Uh-huh.
but they're not as adaptable or as powerful as the newer AI technologies.
So it sounds like the field is evolving pretty rapidly.
Oh, it is.
That makes me curious. How are all these different types of AI actually being put to use in healthcare settings?
Yeah.
I mean, what are some real-world applications?
One of the main areas is, of course, diagnosis and treatment.
Okay.
It's been a primary focus of AI research in healthcare for decades now.
And was it always that way?
Well, you might be surprised to learn that early AI systems, while promising, weren't readily embraced in clinical practice.
Why not? Were there concerns about maybe their accuracy?
Accuracy was certainly a factor. Early systems weren't drastically better at diagnosing than human doctors.
Oh, okay.
But a bigger hurdle was integration.
Okay.
It was difficult to make those early systems work